Hey everybody, welcome back into the 2018 Baseball America Prospect Pad. I'm Kyle Glazer, joined here by Orioles pitching prospect Alex Wells. Alex, native Australian, I have to ask, obviously there are other Australians throughout minor league baseball, but not many. Just what's been that adjustment like? Because I think obviously, baseball is hard enough, but there's a big cultural adjustment as well. Just take us through what's it like, being an Australian, going through the minor leagues.
It's a tough journey. Obviously, the biggest difference would be being so far away from home. That's one of the big things, but you just got to get through it. Like you talk to your family whenever you can, and I mean, tough. Like you may have to stay up a little bit later at night just to talk to the family, but it's well worth it in the end.
So speaking of talking to the family, I assume you called them after being selected to the Futures game. What time was it in Australia when you gave them the call?
I sent them a message. I was on the bus heading on a road trip, so I had to send them a message because it was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't want to wake them up.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm sure they were pretty happy to awaken to that message. Just what was their reaction when you told them you'd been selected for the Futures game?
They were excited, very excited for me. It's a shame that they couldn't get over here to be watching the game, but I know they'll be supporting me from back home.
So I think a lot of people are curious, how does someone, because go from Australia to, professional baseball? What was your origin story? How were you found? Like, take us through that process.
First, it started getting attention at the Australian National Championships, the under 16s, under 18s national championships. Then the Australian Academy. That's where a lot of scouts go to watch the best players in Australia, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much where I started getting attention from scouts.
The first year, whether you're just going away to college, that can be tough, but you're on the other side of the world. How tough was that first year being away from home?
It was a little tough. Missed the family a little bit. Got a little homesick, but you try not to think about those things. It makes it a little bit easier, and you just try and keep up with the family as much as you can. And I was lucky enough to I have a twin brother who plays professional baseball over here as well, so I always able to talk to him.
Yeah, about that. I mean, how much do you find how much do you find yourself, bouncing ideas back and forth with your brother?
I mean, every day we talk, so get to keep up with each other, what's going on, how they're doing, how he's doing, and so always a phone call away. It's always nice to have.
Now, obviously, you've grown tremendously since you were a teenager from Australia. Now you're, 21-year-old professional in the United States. What have been the biggest growth and adjustments you've made, here in professional baseball?
Uh, um, just learning the game as I get older, learning new things every day, learning how to pitch, read swings. I mean, that's probably been the biggest thing for me.
Well, yeah, what was the biggest thing you had to learn, coming over and playing, against this level of competition?
Um, just to be able to pitch my game and do what I do best, and not worry about who's in the box, and just focus on what I have to do.
As you've come up, you've really established yourself, not just as, oh, he's the guy from Australia, but, again, a very, very good pitcher, obviously selected here for the Futures game. What would you say, has been the biggest point of growth in your arsenal? Has it been fastball, curveball, changeup? What's been the pitch that's grown the most?
Probably my changeup. My changeup's been probably the best pitch. I mean, my pitch that's grown on me the most. I had to use it in all type of counts, so I've had to have trust in it, and it's been working out pretty well.
Yeah, so take us through a little bit. What's the arsenal that Alex Wells is coming at you with?
Four-seam fastball, two-seam fastball, curveball, and changeup.
Are you more of a four-seam or two-seam preference guy?
More of a four-seam at the moment. I just started learning to throw the two-seam.
Okay, give you that extra,
Yeah.
that little extra look.
Yeah.
The Futures game is bringing in players from all over the world together. Who are some of the guys that maybe you've heard about and haven't seen before that you're excited to meet and see for the first time?
I mean, I'm hoping just to meet a bunch of new people and learn about their experiences about the game and where they come from and their situation growing up and getting into professional baseball.
So I have to ask, on a daily basis, how many Australia questions do you get from teammates, coaches, someone?
There's a fair few. Yeah.
And any of the jokes or stereotypes get bounced off you?
Oh, every day, every day.
What's the one you hear most often?
Throw shrimp on the barbie. That's the main one. Or, I mean, a lot of animal jokes about everything can kill you back home and stuff like that. That happens a lot.
And does anyone try and impersonate an Australian accent?
A lot of my teammates try to put the accent on, but it's more of a British accent when they get it.
I would say, does anyone do it right?
Maybe a couple people, but not everyone can do it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Alex, thank you so much for joining us here at the Baseball America Prospect Pad.
Thank
Futures
you.
game coming up.
Yep.
For Alex Wells, I'm Kyle Glazer. Thanks for watching, everybody.